Hello everybody, and welcome to a review of the film Edge of Tomorrow with me and John. And I'm pretty sure if you're like American or something, you'll know this is Live, Die, Repeat, because the directors are like, we're gonna change the name kind of in some countries. I'm fairly sure that's what happened.
Fuck knows.
Well, you know, like how directors are with names of films, like it has to be so good, otherwise it won't work.
Well, they had to change it for Americans because
They're dumb.
I'm sorry, you're dumb. Yeah.
You're dumb.
You're dumb.
You're too simple to understand what Edge of Tomorrow means for the film, so they had to say Live, Die, Repeat to make it simpler for you.
If you're wondering why The Hobbit, Harry Potter, or any of those films are shorter in any way, it's because they cut it down for you.
Like the first Harry Potter film's called Philosopher's Stone here, but in America it's Sorcerer's Stone because they don't understand what a philosopher is.
Oh god.
Clearly. Anyway, so on to the film. The film Edge of Tomorrow, or Live, Die, Repeat, is based around Tom Cruise being like this little... Is he like an officer or something? But he's not actually...
Yeah, he's an American officer for media or something.
Yeah, he's like a reporter kind of person who goes to like this guy in England and he's like, we're going to put you on the front line doing news there.
Yeah, the British... General,
yeah, and he's like, dude, I'm gonna try blackmail you, and then that doesn't work, and then he actually gets put in the actual training place the day before.
He gets put on Heathrow, what's it, an FOB, forward operating base.
Yeah.
The strike for the next day, and he has no idea what he's doing.
And he's
like, oh, I'm gonna be dead.
he gets tasered, I think, and he wakes up there on like all these bags and stuff. And then the guy that's sort of like the head of that place is like, you're basically a what's it called? Like not failed. He did something to his team or something. Like he was impersonating an officer or something. And that's what it was supposed to be.
Yeah, he's a traitor. What's it?
Traitor or something.
Non-combatant. Oh,
yeah.
Wants to
he basically gets like this false thing put on him.
Even though, he did do it, but
it was different to like how it was said, kind of thing.
He
a bit exaggerated.
He's not actually a soldier, and he's just been put.
Yeah. And
because the general,
and he is actually an officer,
a fat bastard, he just pots any man he can on the beach.
Yeah, but So basically, what happens is he goes all through this stuff and he gets bullied a bit, and then he goes on the front line, and but like they basically, the enemies see them coming, kind of thing, and you're like, oh, how did that happen?
Yeah,
and then Tom Cruise is trying to fight and actually manages to try find where his fucking thing works to shoot because he's got safety on.
Yeah, but that's like what 20 minutes into the battle or something.
Yeah. And he's just like trying to fight, and then this alpha comes along, this big arsehole.
There's 3 types of aliens. There's the Omega, which we'll come to later, and then there's an alpha, which is bigger than the drone, but it's like blue.
And there's like only one in every million something.
6 million something ...
So they're very rare, but they're also very powerful and have this thing. So basically, what happens is Tom Cruise's character, I can't think of what his name is in the film, but he shoots a thing, he kills it, but his blood pours all over him and like burns his face and stuff. Yeah. And then he wakes up at the beginning of yesterday, on the bags again, and he's like, the fuck happened? And so he does like the whole day again, and then he like meets Emily Blunt's character on the field.
After like 3-4 goes.
Yeah, 3-4 times of dying and doing the same thing. And then like he meets Emily Blunt's character, and she's like, find me or something, and then he has to like try to find her, and
basically, and then what's it? Maybe the 20th go of him shooting stuff, he actually knows where everything is and can like kill everything instantly.
Yeah. But then he has to like do training and stuff with Emily Blunt's character, because it happened to her before in Verdun, which is like where another battle happened, and the same thing happened to her. And there's like this scientist guy who's trying to find out where the Omega is, and if you kill that, then everything will be okay and all the aliens will die.
Yeah, because it's like a parasitic virus or something.
It's basically like the brain of the whole thing, but like these minions are kind of like...
Mind,
yeah, it's like kind of like the thing from Halo, like for the Flood. You've got like the hive mind, or the grave mind, that controls everything. And once that's destroyed, everything can't live, because that's what's controlling it all and stuff. But So I think this film's very underrated. I don't know why people seem to sort of hate on it a little bit, because I thought the story in that was really good, and the actual...
Yeah, the actual way it was put out was very good, actually, because you get the sense of actually being Tom Cruise,
yeah,
the actor, like his
feeling
character,
for him.
and you're wondering, this guy's gonna fucking die on the first day. And this film's gonna be like half an hour long or something.
But
it just progresses. He ends up killing an alpha with a claymore from his teammate. I don't even know why.
I don't even know.
And then he, after having a few goes of not dying, but what I find funny, straight off the bat, he gets down on the beach, he hits the ground, and then that fat dude who's got like just his pants on and the armour that he's wearing, he gets crushed by this fucking plane. And then Tom Cruise is like walking along, and then another plane is like coming down from the sky. Everything could have ended right there, because this plane is literally about to cut his fucking body into pieces.
But luckily for him, he managed to get sprayed by an alpha. Well, I don't know if that's lucky or not, but I mean, that's better than...
It's better than dying.
Yeah, well, he does die a lot. And then comes back to life the day before.
You understand what I meant, and the fact that he gets to live again.
And see all these people dying over.
It's a bit depressing, really.
Yeah. I like the actual alien though. Yeah, aliens look pretty cool. Like the way they are. They sort of whip around with all weird technical things and stuff.
I watched the special feature thing for the actual video, and they were actually talking about how they needed to make their alien unique, because they don't want to go and piss on the grey men kind of thing, you know, like what's the film called? I think it's Witched or something, I can't remember what it's called, but it has Morgan Freeman in it, and there's like these green aliens, and they're actually like these fucking huge eels with huge teeth, and they kill people. Dreamcatcher, that's it, yeah. And like that basically pisses on the whole green man thing, and they didn't really want it to do that. They wanted to have their own unique
alien, yeah.
And for it to feel raw, you know, you actually understood what these things were and knew that they were a powerful being, and you shouldn't fuck with it.
You can definitely tell that in this film. But I think one of my favourite parts of the film is where Tom Cruise and Emily Blunt are like travelling in that car. Like they managed to get out of the battle and past that caravan park. They go they go on the truck and they start driving, and he's like telling her all these different things about herself, or like he's telling her different things that she's told him about her, because like, in order to prove stuff. And then but you think this is their first try at it, but then when it gets to they're in this farmhouse,
and there's a helicopter outside,
and then like she wonders like how did you find where the coffee is or something, and you know, like it turns out he's actually done this like so many times,
like 6-5 times,
and like every time she just refuses to not get in the chopper, and because when you get in the chopper, like it attracts all the enemies from the area, and she basically gets killed.
Like, basic fact, don't make a lot of noise.
But I'm pretty sure like at some point he gives up on like doing certain things and like going with her, but then he actually goes to try find where he thinks the Omega is.
Yeah,
but then
he completely forgets about her, because she even quotes that if you want to succeed, you need to like not be with me at all,
and like not get attached to who I am, kind of thing.
He does it on his own, and I think the first start of that sequence is him starting the day again. He actually, you know, the crew that he's with, they think he's a dumb fuck or something.
Yeah.
And he's like not wearing a helmet. Already pumped himself up, and he asked for a battery and like 30 more mags. And he's like, I'm gonna beat some ass, alien scum.
And then he like goes to the place himself, gets the chopper, like kills all the enemies around there.
Kills all the aliens before he even gets into the chopper.
And then goes to that place where like he thinks the Omega is, but then it's not there.
Yeah, he's actually being like
and there's another alpha there, and it like kills him. And then he knows like, you know, he's got to actually do something proper here and find out where the Omega actually is and stuff.
Yeah, because when he actually goes to where the dam is, where they think the Omega is, the alpha and a drone don't actually kill him, because in his blood he's got the alpha's blood, and the Omega controls time.
Yeah.
Because they want to actually kill him slowly by cutting him and only drawing his blood.
No, they wanna wound him so that he lives until the next day. So then like it doesn't start over again, because that's what happens. Because he goes to he like attempts, I think, like already going to his general that's in London, and then like he takes Emily Blunt with him, and then he tries to like do something, and he explains all the stuff that he's, you know, like done this day like so many times or whatever.
Yeah, they're trying to get like a small cylindrical thing which has loads of needles in it.
Yeah, to like inject into him to find where the actual Omega is.
Because it like shows an image and like kind of communicates with the Omega more.
Because he's
like
got his blood in him. But I like, because on that bit, because he she sees like, so what do we do now? And he's like, oh, I've never got this far.
I've got this far.
But then they're getting chased and stuff, and he like sees where the Omega is in his vision. But then he gets like shot, and he gets like unconscious, and then he wakes up the next day
with someone else's blood in him.
Yeah, so
everything's fucked.
So if he dies, he'll actually die. This day won't start again.
I like it how Blunt's like coming in with a fucking knife
about to stab him. He's like, wait!
Like, oh god, no!
Oh, wait,
no, don't do it! I've got someone else's blood in my fucking face. Like,
and then they actually have to find the Omega properly.
Yeah, and they have to,
and not die, because otherwise he will die.
Then they both escape from wherever they are, and they go back to the FOB before the day starts, and they bring all the group together, and he already knows everything about the group because he's lived he's so like many times of the same day. He's like got them to say things which they don't actually know they've said to him.
I like that. That one bit though. That just reminded me of when he's like, "Go on, hit me," and then like he closes his eyes and he like moves out of the way, and like this guy's just trying to punch him, and he's like dodging out of the way with his eyes closed, and he just like knocks him over and stuff. It's so funny.
And he like just ends up throwing himself into a wall. That's just beautiful.
I thought the end though, by the way, we should have mentioned at the beginning, but there will be spoilers in this, you know. I'll put like some text on the screen actually.
Spoiler.
Yeah. But I really liked the ending to this film actually. It was really good. So him and Emily Blunt go to where the actual Omega is.
It's the Louvre.
The Louvre
in Paris.
That big pyramid thing.
Yeah, it's a history
underneath
museum art thing or something.
Yeah, it's like underneath that, through like cracks in the floor.
Yeah, garage, like the car park area underneath that, and
it's like all filled with water and stuff, and then the thing right at the bottom. But like they take the actual team, like that they see on that at the FOB.
He takes all them lot, and
a few of them die and stuff.
Before they even get on the ground, the fat guy is dead.
The other guy,
one of the other guys is dead as well, and he ends up getting split up away from them, and he has to make his way back to the crash, and he loses his suit, and he only has like he doesn't even have a gun. He has like a stick because he's broken his leg already. Also, I think Emily Blunt, him, and 3 other guys are still alive.
Like on the actual ship that's going.
One of the other guys is also like badly wounded, and the other guy with the claymore is still alive. And like, this is gonna be sweet. Those two basically set up a distraction without even knowing that they're doing it.
Yeah. And then they die.
And then he shoots the rest of his ammunition, and he lifts his claymore, and they just go up in a blaze of fucking glory. It's sat next to an oil tanker, they just go whoom.
And then it's just Emily Blunt and Tom Cruise left, I think.
Yeah, and I think there's a black guy as well. Like, I think his name's Ford, but you don't actually know him as Ford.
Yeah.
He ends up getting killed as well, because they the 3 of them are on what's left of the downed plane, and they like get it to go across towards the Louvre because they're too far away to go by foot.
And they don't have enough like fuel or anything to get in the air.
Yeah. And it'd be dangerous anyway. Yeah. To get shot down again.
but then they make it down there just before the thing. And there's like an Alpha guarding it. Yeah. And then I think Emily Blunt sets up a distraction, and then she gets killed. But then he like runs basically while the Alpha's distracted and jumps in, and with like a massive like thing of grenades
Yeah, he has
belt
like
of
a
grenades.
belt of 8 grenades. Yeah.
And he like pulls all the pins out
But
just above the Omega, but like the thing like stabs him.
Yeah, killed like
with his tentacle thing.
Yeah, kills him basically.
And then kills him, and then he like drops the grenades and it destroys the Omega, and you're like, oh great, so he's dead. That depression. But then like it wakes up the day that the day before, like before he meets the general.
Before he even gets on like UK soil.
He's like in a helicopter, like coming in to land.
Up, and he meets the woman you first see straight off, and she greets him saying, "Have you heard the news? And they've already won the war before they've even done anything."
But then I think he goes and sees Emily Blunt, but you don't actually like see him talk. But he goes and talks to her. I'm guessing so anyway. He goes there.
He goes to see her as an officer.
Oh yeah, I like that bit. Like everyone's actually standing back and being like, yep. Whereas before they were all like looking at him like, you fucking
traitor cunt. Whatever. And he goes and sees her, and I think the machine is still going. I can't remember if the machine is going.
I'm pretty sure
but they might have turned it
walk
off.
through or something and like dodges everything or
just
something.
Through, dodges everything, and like
and then
just
like
looks at her
as if he's about to talk, and then it ends.
She says, "What do you want?"
Oh yeah.
He's like, "Sorry for wasting your time, Sergeant," and puts his cap back on, and then walks back out.
Yeah. And then it ends. But this film was actually really, really good.
I thoroughly enjoyed it.
I need to watch it again because I'm fairly sure I missed some things. How long is it? Like 2 hours or something?
I think so. It's around about 2 hours.
It's definitely worth watching. It's only like a 12 or something, so it's not like ridiculously gory or anything. But the acting was really good as well.
Yeah.
And the whole dying montage.
Oh yeah,
that was so funny.
Get up, faggot! Bang! Get up, faggot! Bang!
And when he like slides back and breaks his back on the wall.
He's like, I'm fine. No.
And she's like,
fuck it.
She's like,
Bang.
Are you okay? He's like, I can really feel my mouth, but it's okay. I'm sure I'll be fine. And she just like walks over and shoots him in the face.
She has the same expression every time she shoots at him. Apart from one time, she looks away.
He's like, for God's sake.
Oh man.
I can do this again. Well, technically not again, but.
Your leg's broken. Bang.
Yeah. Oh yeah. He breaks his leg. He's like, no, I'll be fine. I'll recover. No. Bang.
Oh man.
But he died so many times in that montage. It's so funny.
And I like it. Later on, he doesn't even like go to her to ask for training. He just goes there anyway and beats the shit out of the robots.
And there's also that montage of her dying as well, because he's trying to take her through the battlefield because
she keeps dying.
But he's not telling her like perfectly because he has to tell her perfectly, otherwise she's not gonna survive. But I was thinking like, imagine going through that every single time, like going through the day. Like every
bit like us lot playing the checkpoint of a game when it's on like Legendary or something. We're just like, alright, there's an enemy there, which one do I shoot first? If I shoot that one one's going to be alerted, and then the rest of them are going to be alerted.
Well, just think like,
fucking great.
He's got to go through like 24 hours, he's got to talk to her through everything, and then if she dies, he's got to go through the whole 24 hours again, get her through it, and if she dies again, he's got to go through the whole 24 hours again. It's like, oh my god.
Not only that, he has to escape his crew that he was with previously. And you remember when he was doing the press-ups, he like rolled under the car, because that is an ingenious plan.
He tries to roll under the car and get to the other side of the car, so he runs behind it.
I think it was the first time he didn't time it right, and he crushed himself.
And then the guy's just like, now look what mess you've gotten into here. And he's just like staring down at his crushed body.
What the fuck are you doing?
But yeah, that scene's amazing. That's hilarious. But yeah, so make sure you go check the film Edge of Tomorrow or Live Die Repeat, however it's
whatever you want to call it, basically.
Yeah, it's on DVD I think now. It's on like Blu-ray and stuff. Oh, you actually got it on DVD?
I watched it like 3 times already.
Yeah, I watched it on stuff.
Yeah.
Anyway. Thank you guys for watching this video. Make sure to leave a like if you enjoyed, and watch the film and subscribe to the channel and stuff.
Yeah.
And we'll see you in the next review. Goodbye.
Or whatever that will be.
Yes.